In my last couple of videos, I discussed who was the Queen and King of Disney Channel, and I had so much fun making those videos that I don't want this to end, so I thought let me head over to Disney Channel's competitor to discuss who is the Queen of Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had, if not even more successful TV shows than Disney Channel. It was a juggernaut of a TV channel, and it's still running today. Not all TV channels can say that. But for today's video, let's talk about who is the Queen of Nickelodeon.
Who cares?
Before I start, just like the Disney Channel videos, this will only be looking into the careers of these actresses during their time in Nickelodeon, nothing before, nothing after. Unlike the Disney Channel videos, I thought I should also discuss how many Kids' Choice Awards each person has won. The Kids' Choice Awards was aired on Nickelodeon, which is probably why it didn't go through my head to think about this for the Queen and King of Disney Channel, even though Disney Channel stars were nominated for Kids' Choice Awards. But I'm going to be considering each person's Kids' Choice Awards wins. A Blimp Award. How many Blimp Awards each person got. So let's get right into it. Starting with someone that was on Nickelodeon before I was even born. Melissa Joan Hart. Melissa Joan Hart starred in Clarissa Explains It All in 1991 to 1994. I've never seen this show, but the fact that it ran for 3 years shows that it was obviously incredibly popular for the time. I'm probably missing something. Every single time I've posted a video, someone has to bring up the fact that I forgot about this and that. I'm just putting this down to I was not alive at the time, so have mercy on me. But I think Clarissa Explains It All is the only thing that Melissa Joan Hart did on Nickelodeon. Sorry if she did something else. I just am not aware of it. Considering her Kids' Choice Awards, Melissa Joan Hart has 2 Blimp Awards. However, neither of them are directly associated with her work on Nickelodeon. She won Favorite TV Actress in 1998 for her role on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was not a Nickelodeon television show. She also won Favorite Movie Actress in 2000 for her role in You Drive Me Crazy, or Drive Me Crazy, that had the iconic Britney Spears song featured in it. Obviously, Melissa Joan Hart was a popular actress on Nickelodeon in the 90s, and her accomplishments should not go unnoticed. However, I don't think she's the Queen of Nickelodeon. Moving on to another actress that I'm not familiar with, Larisa Oleynik. I feel like it's Larisa Oleynik, but I'm gonna call her Larissa from now on. Larissa starred in The Secret World of Alex Mack in 1994 to 1998. That seems like the only contribution that she did to Nickelodeon, but once again, that show ran for 4 years. It was obviously popular. Also, her Wikipedia does not mention her winning any Kids' Choice Awards, so I'm sorry if people are expecting me to talk more about Larissa. I'm not familiar with her work, and her Wikipedia does not give me much information besides The Secret World of Alex Mack. Once again, that show is before my time, so I can't speak much about it, but congratulations, girl. I think it's always impressive to have a show that lasts more than 1 season, and for a show to last for 4 years on a kid's network is actually long, considering most other television shows on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. So, good for you, girl. Good for you, Larissa.
Don't care. Where's Amanda?
Moving on to someone that we all know. Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes instantly is a contender for Queen of Nickelodeon. Everyone knows who Amanda Bynes is, and she did a lot on Nickelodeon. Amanda Bynes was on All That from 1996 to 2000, and she was a juggernaut.
What did you say?
And Amanda was one of the fan favorites on All That. Why? Because she got her own spin-off show, The Amanda Show. The Amanda Show is another show that I think everybody knows about. The theme song, Amanda. So Amanda Bynes was on The Amanda Show from 1999 to 2002. There's a crossover here. That means that she was on All That and doing The Amanda Show at the same time. She was busy on Nickelodeon. She was probably the top biller, and she was probably the OG big kid teen star that like everybody knew about. You know, when you think back in time, you think like, we got Miley, we got Selena, we got Hilary Duff. No, Amanda was the OG. She is an icon, and that's because of her amazing talents, comedic timing, and just her charisma on All That and The Amanda Show. Furthermore, Amanda was also a panelist several times on the game show Figure It Out throughout 1997 to 1999. She obviously was paying her dues, clocking in for work. She also voiced Taffy on Rugrats in 2001. And furthermore, on The Amanda Show, there was a skit called Moody's Point, which was basically a parody of Dawson's Creek. It followed a teenage girl, Moody, and her friends in high school, and it was very soap opera-y, but kind of subverting the soap opera stereotypes and making it more like a comedy. That was potentially going to be a spin-off show in itself, which would have obviously previously starred Amanda Bynes in her third television show on Nickelodeon. However, it fell through. When the Amanda show ended in 2002, that's pretty much when Amanda stopped being on Nickelodeon. Amanda Bynes probably has the most Kids' Choice Awards wins out of anybody that I'm talking about, I think. She has 6. She won the category of Favorite TV Actress every year from 2000 to 2003. That is actually very difficult to do for the Kids' Choice Award standards. I think Selena Gomez would be the only one that's close to consistently winning this award every year. Most of the other people that I'm going to be talking about, even the big hitters like, let's just say Miranda Cosgrove, weren't able to achieve this. Amanda Bynes also won Favorite Movie Actress for Big Fat Liar in 2003 and What a Girl Wants in 2004. This has left Amanda with 6 Kids' Choice Awards wins, and I think that should be considered in her resume for Queen of Nickelodeon. Amanda Bynes is an icon. Moving on to someone that is definitely not the Queen of Nickelodeon, but I want to talk about her because let's pay our respects. Nancy Sullivan. Nancy Sullivan did actually quite a lot with Nickelodeon. She was a consistent cast member on The Amanda Show from its whole entire run from 1999 to 2002. Nancy Sullivan also played the mother on Drake and Josh from 2004 to 2007, plus the 2 TV movies. Additionally, she made guest appearances on Double Dare 2000 and Zoe 101. So you know what? That is something that we should appreciate. Good for you, Nancy Sullivan. You're not the queen though. Let's move on. Moving on to Nancy Sullivan's co-star, a little name that goes by Miranda Cosgrove.
You're Michael Jackson! Hee hee!
Miranda Cosgrove first got her start on Nickelodeon playing Megan Parker in Drake and Josh.
What if they think you're a boob? I do.
I feel like we all were in our Megan era at some point. Not Megan the doll, but Megan Parker era. I think we all wanted to like have our own secret layer and play pranks on people because of Miranda Cosgrove's portrayal of Megan Parker. Not only that, Miranda Cosgrove also made several guest appearances on other Nickelodeon television shows, including Zoe 101, Just Jordan, Unfabulous, and the Naked Brothers Band. This is all before she then landed the role of Carly Shay on iCarly. iCarly ran from 2007 to 2012. iCarly is one of those shows that everybody knows about. It will go down in the history books as one of the greatest kids shows of all time. Miranda sung the theme song on iCarly, Leave It All to Me, that I think everybody also knows the lyrics to. I know. You see, while at iCarly in 2008, Columbia Records released the iCarly soundtrack that had several songs sung by Miranda, including Stay My Baby and About You Now, which were both bops, but also they were both covers. There's a Stay My Baby version that was written by Max Martin before Miranda sung her version.
Stay my baby, stay my baby.
About You Now was sung by the Sugar Bass before Miranda got her grubby little hands on it.
Can we bring yesterday? Can we bring yesterday?
About You Now charted on the Billboard Hot 100 at 47, which is very challenging to do. Not everybody has that. She also released an album which had the single Kissing You that was heavily promoted on Nickelodeon.
Sparks fly.
So she was rolling in the bank. When iCarly came to an end in 2012, 9 years later, she came back to reprise her role as Carly Shay in the iCarly reboot, and it is still airing today. She's been on Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus for a long time. When looking at Miranda Cosgrove's awards and nominations on Wikipedia, it has its own page. Iconic. From 2009 to 2013, she was nominated every year for Favorite TV Actress. Take a guess at how many times she won. 0. She never won. If I was Miranda Cosgrove, I'd be pissed because I'd be like, we all know it's rigged. We all know it's rigamaris. The Kids' Choice Awards is on Nickelodeon. Just give me the damn award. I'm giving you like the highest rated show of all time on your channel and you're not rigging the award for me. Are you kidding me? I'd be mad if I was Miranda. The blimps that she did win were for Favorite Voice in an animated movie for Despicable Me 2 in 2014. This was after iCarly came to an end. She also won Favorite Female TV Star for iCarly in 2022, which I think that was rigamaris. I think this is the equivalent of the VMAs giving Britney Spears the Video of the Year award in 2008 for Piece of Me, when literally all of her other music videos before that were way better. Rigging for a purpose. But yeah, she has 2 Kids' Choice Awards. Good for you, Miranda. let's move on. Quickly talking about Lindsay Shaw. She was on Ned's Declassified. Now let's talk about Emma Roberts. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. Okay, but we need to talk about Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts was obviously Addie Singer on Unfabulous. I love that show.
New shoes, you rule, you rule. New shoes.
Besides Unfabulous, Emma Roberts also starred in Hotel for Dogs. It did not air on the channel, but it was produced by Nickelodeon, and I have a feeling that's how she got her filthy mitts on the role. And she also was a guest in Drake and Josh. I'm pretty sure she played Addie Singer. I can't remember if it was like a promo for Unfabulous, but she played Megan's friend, but I think she played Addie Singer. So like Addie Singer and Megan Parker are friends in the NCU, I guess. Emma Roberts has 0 Kids' Choice Awards. She was nominated for Favorite TV Actress twice and lost both times.
I need fans. Don't you get it?
You're not the Queen of Nickelodeon, but I love you, Emma Roberts. Moving on to the Nepo baby of Nickelodeon, Jamie Lynn Spears. I am going to discount all of my feelings about Jamie Lynn Spears after she left Nickelodeon because they are not relevant. However, I do think her life and what she did before getting on Nickelodeon is relevant here because there is nepotism and favoritism at bay. So in 2002, Jamie Lynn Spears auditioned for Dan Schneider at the age of 11. This is around the time that All That revamped their cast, and basically Dan Schneider was on record saying casting Britney's younger sister would bring a lot of attention to All That. So basically nepotism, right? Like she got that role significantly because of her sister. So Jamie Lynn Spears was on season 8 of All That, and midway through season 9 of All That, Dan Schneider sat down with another executive to discuss building a show around Jamie Lynn Spears the same way that they did Drake and Josh, Keenan and Kel, and The Amanda Show.
Are you ready?
Once again, this feels like it is because of nepotism. I don't think Jamie Lynn Spears was at the same level of like Amanda Bynes when she was on All That. I don't think people were like, Jamie Lynn Spears, she's my new favorite. She is the best thing since sliced bread. We need to give her her own show. This is just kind of giving vibes of like, okay, she's good. I guess we should give her a show. I mean, she's Britney's sister. People will watch it. Schneider is put on record as saying that the show was built around Jamie Lynn Spears and her mother, Lynn, had a lot of input. Input what? Like, literally, let's be real. Giving credit where credit is due, Jamie Lynn Spears did a very good job on Zoe 101. She was very likable. I liked Zoe. I liked the character, and she was the backbone of that show. Zoe 101, in my opinion, is one of the greatest Nickelodeon television shows. I wanted to go to a boarding school Bells by the Beach. I love that show.
Who befouled this cotton swab?
Also, once again, giving credit where credit is due, Jamie Lynn Spears won Favorite TV Actress in 2006 for Zoe 101. So, to be fair, she obviously was a big hitter on Nickelodeon at the time. Obviously, she had a lot of charisma and likability and was good at her job, but at the end of the day, she was given all of these things because of Britney, let's be real. Besides that, Jamie Lynn Spears also had a guest role on Just Jordan, another show that I love on Nickelodeon, and then there was going to be this weird reboot of Zoe 101 that I don't know if it was going to happen, then it fell through because of the stuff that happened last year with Britney. I don't know, but they made that weird music video remaking the theme song, and she sung it with Chantel Jeffries. I don't know why that happened. And then Dixie D'Amelio was in the music video. Noah Beck. Quite frankly, I probably would have watched it if the reboot was made. Jamie Lynn Spears should be appreciated for her role on Nickelodeon. Let's just move on. Moving on to Jamie Lynn's co-star on Zoe 101 that came in the second season, I think, Victoria Justice. Victoria Justice is obviously a contender for Queen of Nickelodeon. We have to pay our respects to the cockroach of Nickelodeon. Look, she is. She did not die on that channel. She kept going. Victoria Justice got her start playing Lola on Zoe 101. She replaced Dana. She also had a role in the Nickelodeon movie Spectacular. I think this is the first time I'm talking about a Nickelodeon movie that actually was on the channel. And also another movie, The Boy That Cried, Werewolf. And then also, getting it out of the way, she was the lead Tori Vega in Victorious. I'm a little unclear on whether Victorious was a show that is in the same vein as Zoe 101, where the show was built around Victoria Justice, because the name Tori is highlighted in the logo of Victorious because the show follows Tori, even though it shouldn't. But then also Victory is the same as Victoria Justice, like, and even the is like justice. that might be a reach, but it kind of gives off a vibe that like Victorious was for Victoria Justice. Might be a stretch, but I feel like that role may have been handed to her. Victorious is a funny show. It's kind of like the sister show of iCarly. You know, there's that meme that Tori is the worst character on Victorious, which is somewhat valid. In my opinion, she is not the worst character on Victorious. Beck is right there, but she was obviously not the favorite on that show. But then again, she was also the face, but then also people were kind of like, why is she the face? Why aren't you like propelling Ariana Grande and Liz Gillies? Like, we like their characters more, but then they just kept pushing Victoria Justice. And then when Victoria Justice contributed to the Victorious soundtracks, she was obviously the lead singer, which once again is like, she's got a great voice, but then you've got Ariana Grande singing background vocals on like every song. It was kind of strange. They literally had their version of Glee at the time, because Glee was airing at the time and Glee was immensely popular. Why am I bringing up Glee? Glee was really popular on Fox at the time, and Victorious was airing around the same time as Glee. They were making original songs, and the original songs were good, and they were releasing the soundtracks, but they only were focusing on Victoria Justice. They were not giving any spotlight to Ariana Grande, Liz Gillies, Andre Thomas, all of these great singers that were on the show. They should have given a lot more of those people time to shine, especially when the plot of the show is a bunch of kids going to a talented high school. Why is Tori Vega the only talented one? I mean, sorry, Tori and Trina, the only talented people at Hollywood Arts. They really didn't give anybody else their flowers on that show. We'll talk about that more later. Victoria made guest appearances twice as two different characters on iCarly, playing Shelby Marks and Tori Vega. She also had a guest appearance in the Naked Brothers Band, True Jackson VP, The Troop, Penguins of Madagascar, and Big Time Rush. Her Kids' Choice Awards wins: she was nominated for Favorite TV Actress in 2011, 2012, and 2013, but never won. She doesn't have any Kids' Choice Awards, which I feel like is a little bit sad. And I think it's kind of sad that she never got a single win. Even Miranda Cosgrove has a win for like Favorite Voice Actress in Despicable Me 2. Yeah, I feel kind of bad that she never got a blimp. I'm sure she got slimed. Moving on to another humongous contender for Queen of Nickelodeon, Jennette McCurdy. So Jennette actually got her start in an episode of Zoe 101 and was also in the Nickelodeon movie The Last Day of Summer in 2007 before she was Sam Puckett on iCarly. Obviously, we've just talked about how successful iCarly was with Miranda, and Jennette contributed to that. She was practically just as much the lead character of that show as Carly was, even though the show was called iCarly. She was a big character to the point where she got her own spin-off, Sam and Cat, which from her book, I'm Glad My Mum Died, she talked about how the spin-off was just meant to be focused on her and her only, and then Ariana Grande was put into the mix later on down the line because Ariana Grande's character of Cat Valentine on Victorious was so popular with people that it was an opportunity that they could not let go of. Besides Jennette's work on iCarly, she also had guest roles on so many Nickelodeon shows. She had a guest role on True Jackson VP and the Penguins of Madagascar, Big Time Rush. She played Sam Puckett and Pawnee on Victorious. She made a guest appearance in Bucket and Skinner's Epic Adventure, which, let's be real, that's like a ripoff of Zika Luther, right? Anyway, she was also the host of Camp Orange in 2012. She also played Trudy in the first Fred movie, but she did not come back for the second and third, probably because she has self-respect. Scheduling conflicts. It would have been scheduling conflicts. Furthermore, she was also in the movie Best Player with Jerry Trainer in 2011, as well as Swindle in 2013. To clarify, she also had the lead role in Sam and Cat, playing Sam Puckett again, and also she released an album in 2012. It's more challenging to talk about these people's musical careers with Nickelodeon because it isn't the same as Disney Channel, right? All of those Disney Channel stars were signed to Hollywood Records, which was a part of the Disney company, so it was all intermingled. They would have record deals, they would play the music on Disney Channel, it was all combined together and it was a big money-making machine. On Nickelodeon, it wasn't like that. They would go off and get signed to a record label that was not affiliated with Nickelodeon, so Jennette's music was not promoted on Nickelodeon. However, I think it's always an accomplishment to have your own record, and obviously she was a talented singer. Jennette McCurdy has 2 Kid Choice Awards wins. She won in both 2011 and 2012 for Favorite TV Sidekick. She beat out her co-stars Nathan Kress and Jerry Trainer. They were all nominated for Favorite TV Sidekick for iCarly. Not Jennette McCurdy showing up the next day to the iCarly set being the only one from the cast to win an award. She is definitely a contender for Queen of Nickelodeon. Let's move on to someone that was unfortunately killed in a freight train accident. Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer was the lead in True Jackson VP, playing True Jackson, and had probably the best theme song of Nickelodeon, in my personal opinion.
My head to my toes.
It even had its own little moment on TikTok. That's how good the song is. She is such a star. Like, she is one of those people that just exudes charisma with every breath. She could have been a Disney Channel star as well. She had that unaired pilot, Keke and Jamal. She had her fingers in the Disney and Nickelodeon honeypots. Everybody loves her. She is a star. She was made to do what she was doing, and her role as True Jackson was impeccable. She is so funny, so talented, such a great actress. I love Keke Palmer. She also made a guest appearance in Just Jordan, and she had the main voice role of Aisha in Winx Club. She also starred in Rags in 2012, a Nickelodeon movie, and also participated in Nickelodeon's Unfiltered in 2020. So she is still, you know, keeping Nickelodeon close to her chest. Unfortunately, she does not have any Kids' Choice Award wins, which is, I think, rigomorous, because how do you not win being Keke Palmer? That's her whole resume on Nickelodeon. I love Keke Palmer, but I don't think it is fair to say that she is the queen of Nickelodeon compared to the other people that I'm talking about. But God, I feel bad saying that because I love Keke so much, but she's the queen of so many other things, but she's not the queen of Nickelodeon, unfortunately. I love you, Keke. Moving on to Elizabeth Gillies, also known as Liz Gillies, who played Jade on Victorious. It was kind of like a fan favorite role. I think everybody liked Jade, even though Kat Valentine was obviously the biggest fan favorite on that show. Liz Gillies did a very, very good job on Victorious. She had really, really good timing. She played the role really well, and it was like the perfect complement to the rest of the characters, because pretty much the rest of the characters had this very like chipper, positive personality besides Beck. So Liz Gillies was really important to that show because she was kind of the foil to a lot of those characters. Furthermore, Liz Gillies had a voice role in English dub for Winx Club, and also made a guest appearance on Big Time Rush, The Penguins of Madagascar, and prized her role for an episode of Sam and Cat, and that's pretty much her whole career on Nickelodeon. So I love Liz Gillies, super, super talented. She's not the queen of Nickelodeon. Moving on to her co-star on Victorious, and someone that is a contender for the queen of Nickelodeon, Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande got her start on Nickelodeon playing Kat Valentine on Victorious. She was an instant fan favorite.
Where's Kat?
That character was so popular for Ariana Grande that, let's be real for a second, for the early stages of her career, she kind of adopted Kat Valentine's voice and cadence in her real life.
I don't know yet, but a single is coming soon.
Maybe it was just because she was filming Victorious every day and she just started talking like Kat naturally, but I have a feeling that she kind of talked like Kat Valentine in her real life because she knew that's what her fans liked about her. But she was the fan favorite on Victorious pretty much. So much so that she ruined Jennette McCurdy's dreams of having her own solo spin-off show when she joined the crossover spin-off of iCarly and Victorious, Sam and Cat playing Kat Valentine again. Besides those roles, she also had a voice role in the English dub of Winx Club, and she also had a role in the Nickelodeon movie Swindle in 2013. Considering her Kids' Choice Awards wins, she technically has the most on the list of people that I'm talking about, with 9. However, only 1 is directly relevant to her work with Nickelodeon, and that is when she won Favorite TV Actress in 2015 for her role on Sam and Cat. The rest of her Kids' Choice Award wins come from her music. She won with Jessie J and Nicki Minaj for Song of the Year for Bang Bang in 2015. She won Favorite Female Artist in 2016, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. She also won Favorite Song for Thank You Next, and also Favorite Collaboration with Justin Bieber for Stuck With You. I'm acknowledging them, but I'm not going to be considering that. She only has 1 that I'm going to consider. Moving to Ariana Grande's co-star on Victorious, Daniella Monet, who could have had a much more different career if it was not for Miley Cyrus. Daniella Monet was one of the 3 final girls that was considered for the role of Hannah Montana in Hannah Montana. She was up against Miley Cyrus and Taylor Momsen that went on to play Jenny in Gossip Girl, so all of them had great careers after the fact. But Daniella Monet has a very, very long career with Nickelodeon. Daniella's first role on Nickelodeon was playing Chase's stuck-up, awful girlfriend on Zoe 101. She also made an appearance as Popular Girl on iCarly before she got the role as Trina Vega on Victorious, which in my opinion is the best character of all time. She was the most iconic character on Victorious, if not the whole network.
Scared. I'm a woman in Chicago who's scared.
I thank Daniella Monet for her portrayal of Trina Vega. It was chef's kiss.
Chicago, Chicago.
Besides her iconic role as Trina Vega, she also starred as Tootie in the 3 Fairly Odd Parents movies with Drake Bell. Additionally, she replaced Jennette McCurdy playing Trudy in the other 2 Fred movies, as well as Fred the Show, which she was basically absent from. I didn't watch it, but I looked on Wikipedia, and on pretty much every single episode synopsis, it says absent Daniella Monet, so she was barely in it. She also had guest roles in Super Ninjas, Nikki, Rookie, Dickie, and Dawn, and also Cousins for Life. She also had a recurring voice role in Winx Club. Furthermore, she also was the host of 2 Nickelodeon TV shows, Awesomeness TV from 2013 to 2015 and Paradise Run from 2016 to 2018. So she was booked and busy on Nickelodeon. She did 5 movies, was the most iconic character on a television show, Victorious. She has made 6 guest appearances in other Nickelodeon television shows and hosted 2 television shows on top of that. So she has done the most content with Nickelodeon than any other person that I've talked about. However, even though I love Daniella Monet, I think it's a reach to say that she is the Queen of Nickelodeon, considering just the fact that she wasn't really ever the face of the network compared to Miranda Cosgrove, Jennette McCurdy, Ariana Grande, Amanda Bynes, the list goes on. But we need to give our flowers to Daniella Monet. Finally, I'm going to talk about Keke Kosarin. I haven't seen anything that she's been in because she was on Nickelodeon past my time, but she had the lead role in The Thundermans. She also made guest appearances in School of Rock, Henry Danger, Paradise Run, and Double Dare, and she has 0 Kids' Choice Awards wins. That may come across like a very harsh synopsis of her resume with Nickelodeon, just how I talked about it. I think it's one of those things where like she wasn't really in my golden age of Nickelodeon, so I'm not going to consider her in the running for Queen of Nickelodeon, but I do think that she needs to be discussed. That is all the people that I want to talk about. Going through all of this is actually a really hard decision to make. There is so many options that you can pick. The decision for me is between 5 people, which makes the decision incredibly hard. The decision for me is between Amanda Bynes, Miranda Cosgrove, Jennette McCurdy, Victoria Justice, and Ariana Grande. In saying that, I need to make a decision. The Queen of Nickelodeon is Jennette McCurdy. I feel like a lot of you are thinking, no way, Jose, it's Miranda Cosgrove. She is the face of the network. But I'm saying Jennette McCurdy, one, because it would be a pretty boring video for you guys to watch throughout the whole thing just to go with the obvious pick, but also Jennette McCurdy should be appreciated as someone that went through a lot with Nickelodeon. She talked about it a lot in her book, I'm Glad My Mum Died, but when you look at her career on Nickelodeon, she did so much and contributed so much. I didn't even talk about this when I was talking about Jennette McCurdy, but beyond her several acting roles with iCarly, Sam and Cat, the several movies that she did for the network that Miranda didn't do. Besides just the television show with Drake and Josh, she also appeared in the 2 Drake and Josh television films and the music. I forgot to even talk about also all of the work that she put into the web content for iCarly. For those that do not know, Miranda Cosgrove wasn't really present in any of the web content in the later phase of iCarly. She kind of just, I don't know what happened, gave up or just didn't want to do it, but Jennette McCurdy kept doing it and was producing a lot of web content that Miranda Cosgrove didn't do. And what I'm trying to say is that Jennette McCurdy McCurdy clocked in for work every single day. She put her whole Jennette McBussy into all of her roles on Nickelodeon. It just seems right to say that she is the Queen of Nickelodeon. If you guys don't like the decision, I will also give you the alternate ending. Miranda Cosgrove is the Queen of Nickelodeon. There you go. I can't wait to read the comments talking about all of the content that I missed that these actresses did on Nickelodeon. My memory and my researching skills obviously are not the best. Also tell me, who do you think is the Queen of Nickelodeon? Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for part 2 with who is the King of Nickelodeon. See you guys soon. Bye.